now. So looking at this example, this assignment example, if you look at this assignment example, so I told you to that we are given a list of numbers like this.
Hmm.
Well, I asked you to add additional two names. Additional two names, have you? So let's add additional two names.
Oh,
Let's say
okay.
uh Fran, let's say Francis, and let's say Michael. So these are the additional two names. So now we have seven names, have we?
Okay.
Then I see that just create a random test score within a scale of 10. So let's say that 5, 6, 3, okay, 4, 3, 9, 2, 1. So it should be the same numbers of item, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you get that?
Hello, sir, please. When you say a scale of 10, what does it mean, please?
I mean, please don't mind my English. Maybe I'm not using the right word. I just mean that in a scale of 10, that the number should be between 0 to 10, like a test score.
Oh, because I was using interval. I was using like 10, 20, 30, 40.
No, 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 no.
Okay, okay.
No.
All right, thank you.
So maybe I shouldn't use that choice of words.
No, no problem. It's just a
So,
misunderstanding from me.
so let's continue. And let's say you have another CA, score 2. This is taking 5, 9, 2, 4, 8, 6, 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So also 7 items. And we have this one to be it's a scale of 60, like 20, 18, yeah, 25, 30, 40, uh, 18, 18, and let me say 35.
We have 18 twice.
No, it doesn't mean just random number. In just random numbers. Do you get that?
Okay,
Yes, just random numbers. So
okay.
I asked you to calculate total for all in such a way that the total is 2 times uh continuous assessment A plus continuous assessment A2. Then you add it with exam. So that is what I asked you to do. So then in this particular case, I expect you to use loop. So in your particular example, okay, you use loop. Okay, you use loop, but I'm not sure you are doing it correctly yet. So let's try to look through uh the names. Let's say for I in range, learn
Yeah.
names, sorry, learn
Yes.
names. So we are creating total I to be equal to cont A 1 of I plus continuous assessment A2 of I. So with this both assignments, these two assignments, they want to multiply by 2. Maybe 2 multiply by this.
Okay.
Then want to add it with exam of I. So this is what I expect you to do.
Okay.
So you also said that once we that collab, we don't save. Collab is automatic save. So Google Collab will automatic
Hmm.
save. Do you understand that? So it will always it's auto
Okay.
save. It's on auto save. You don't need to save it. Okay, I think okay. We should have declared total. to be empty. Then should be total dot append
Okay.
into brackets, something like this. Do you get that? So we get
Yes.
total in form of list of numbers. Then we get continuous assessment A1. Okay, we've already calculated that. These are the totals. So these are the totals. So what we want to do, we want to plot bar charts. So you can say plot plt. Okay, let me import matplotlib. Import matplotlib. Matplotlib dot spyplot as plt.
Okay.
Then it will be plt dot what? For bar chart is what?
PLC dot bar.
Plt dot bar. So we want to plot total. Okay. We want
It
to
is show.
plot.
PLC show.
No. I think we still require additional arguments. You
Okay.
understand that? So it should be names, comma, total. So you have something like this. This is what you want to plot. So then you can expand your figure.
Hmm.
You can try to expand. You can try to expand your figure using plt.figure. Plt.figure. So set the fixed size to maybe 10,8. So it's now expanded. Hmm?
Okay.
So for pie charts, so it's just the same way. I told you the other day that we don't need plt.show. So that without plt.show, it's quite shows. But
Okay.
in some IDL, like in some integrated environments for Python, you might need to use plt.show for you to get your plots. Is it
Okay.
is that okay? Is this
Yeah.
understandable?
Yes.
It's straightforward. So let's create for pie charts also. So this one will be plt.py. So we have labels, total comma labels, labels equal to name, abi names.
Yes.
So you have something like this. Is that okay?
Okay.
So what's difficult in this, Original? What's difficult, Olayemi? Because I
Nothing.
nothing is difficult now.
There is nothing much difficult to.
Uh, I think it's because you were not following yesterday, abi? Hmm? Hello. Is it because you were not following yesterday?
I think it is.
It's okay. Let's just proceed. Let's talk about the library. So we'll talk about the NumPy library. So I'm going to create a new notebook in Google Collaborate. So I'm going to save it as NumPy.
Okay.
I'm going to save it as NumPy. So NumPy is specifically for numerical computation. You understand that numerical computation, numerical for arrays computation. So the first thing to talk about in NumPy, let's say import NumPy as NP, just like matplotlib. No, on matplotlib, okay, there's so many sections. Let me try to delete the previous ones that we've done. So sometimes you might get this session error. So I can try to terminate this partial that I was running. Then I can now run this NumPy. So you have import NumPy as NP. So how do you understand this import NumPy as NP? Do I explain importing
Yeah,
libraries?
yeah, it means that anywhere we want to use a NumPy, we can replace it with NP. So the system
Exactly.
will recognize it as NumPy.
Exactly. So let's talk about the first thing, creating arrays. Creating arrays. So let's say I want to create arrays like x equal to, we have numbers like this, 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. So please don't confuse yourself too much. Array is just numbers, high dimensional numbers. High dimensional numbers. It's just a list of numbers. It's just like another data representation. Like we have lists. Give me an example of data representation. List, aside from list.
List, we have script.
We have tuples, we have dictionaries. No, they are data representation. That way we can represent our data. Something like that. So an example
Okay.
is this. I can say np.array, np.array x. It means that I'm creating an array. I'm creating an array. So this is an array. It's the same thing, but it's represented as an array here. Do you get that? It's the same thing, but it's being
Yes.
represented as an array. But for arrays, unlike lists, look at this. This is an advantage. This x is a list. You should know that. Okay, let's say that we now save this one as x array to be equal to this. So I can say x array. Do you get that? So let's say that we have this. So let's say that we want to multiply this one by 2. If you multiply this one by 2, you see what you have. So it is like expanding the list. So you cannot
Okay.
multiply this one by 2. So let's now multiply x array by 2. X array multiply by 2. You see what we have. Look at the difference. Do you see the difference? So once we want to perform numerical calculation, like if I want to multiply this list by 2, I have to loop on into everything. But with this one, I just have to multiply by 2. I'm just going to multiply individual item in there by 2. Do you get that?
I'm not too clear. I'm not too clear with this part.
Okay, look at another illustration. You know, in the previous ones that we did something like angles. There is a particular assignment that I had to do something like angles. That
Yes.